Yo, what's up guys, Shujinkydink here with another video to entertain or assist you in becoming the better Injustice 2 player. And this video is all about damage. Kind of thinking outside the box a little bit. There's a bunch of different ways that you can get damage that you might not realize is actually adding up quite a bit. So I wanted to give you some ideas with my character Firestorm to kind of lay out the concept so that you can maybe go and see what your character has. So I chose Firestorm because I'm having this one setup that's actually been working quite well for me. So we have the back 1-2 here. So if we have the, look at the damage for the second hit of this at 56.67, that's it's not bad damage for just like the second hit of something, but also it's punishable. It's -10, and we're getting to the point in the game now where everyone's kind of starting to figure that out. So I had to come up with different ways to get more damage, or maybe still starting off that back 1 starter. So I've noticed that when I do the back 1, a lot of people are standing up to block the overhead portion of it. So what I've been doing is I've been doing this into 1-1-2. So if they block the 1-1-2, the total is 10.2 damage. And this string also leaves us plus on block. Now the reason that I chose this because the first 2 hits of this are a high, but because you do the back 1 into it, I've noticed that it causes it to jail and they have to block all 3 moves, even if they're fuzzy blocking. So now since that's what's it? I think it's +3 actually on block. That gives us a frame trap of doing this move. The 2-2 into the starfish, and we can meter burn the starfish to keep it our turn and then end with the starfish. So if we add up all the damage from this string that we did, we used 1 bar of meter and actually came out doing 71.07 damage total, which is more than if we would have hit them with this overhead and risking an unsafe move. And this is all using chip damage. Now, you do use a bar meter doing this, so I have kind of drained his meter by 2, and we're going to do the same block string, kind of see how much meter we actually build back from the 1 bar that we use. So as you can see, we got all that chip damage, and we pretty much built back that bar that we used to do the enhanced starfish. So if you wanted to, you could just do the enhanced starfish again and keep the pressure going for even more damage and end at a -4 with the regular starfish as opposed to -10 with the overhead option. Now alternatively, let's say after the EX starfish portion of that, we decide instead of doing a block string, we're going to try and read and do a throw. Now our throw does 124 damage, so let's add that up to all the other damage that we did in the block string leading up to this point. So altogether now we're at 165 damage, which has tripled from just committing to this one unsafe overhead using nothing but plus frames and staggers. Now let's go to a different alternative. Instead of doing our frame trap that into the starfish, we decide we're going to go for a mix-up. We can go with the back 2. That does 79 damage. So let's add that to the equation beforehand and see how much damage we're after. So if my calculations are correct, we are at approximately 121 damage, which is still double and a bit from just committing to that unsafe overhead string. And then you can also just do a sweep if you want to make it a true 50-50, or you could go for something like a forward 3, hoping they block it so you get more plus frames. But you kind of see the idea here. Like we have our basic block string that we could just do and make sure that this is something that's guaranteed outside of push blocking, which I'd use a bar meter for, which, you know, it is what it is. It's a good option if you find yourself defending against the situation. But this is kind of what I'm trying to get at, is it builds lots of meter, it does similar damage. Instead of committing to this unsafe overhead and getting yourself punished for whatever percent, you might end up in this block string, and worst case Ontario, they just use a bar of meter to push block, and then you're back at neutral again and they're down a bar of meter. And it's also important to realize your options after plus frames. Like, you don't always have to just do what's guaranteed. You can try and go into a mix-up or a guess, or maybe just do a string like that that's not a true frame trap that you think that they're sitting there blocking anyways, that they might get hit by. And that's basically it, guys. As a concept that I wanted to cover for you guys. It's lots of different options there. I figured that that might be helpful to you. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like because it really helps me out, and subscribe because we make videos every single day. #Bonehawks and all that stuff, and we'll see all you guys in the next video.